Welcome back. Today we have the stroker perspective, and that's Bryan testing the Motiv Trident Odyssey. Like me, he loved the original Trident. It just worked. Strongest hybrid cover, torquey motor that churns and really turns over in the back end. So like me, he was also happy to hear the turbulent core is back. But also the natural expectation is that the Odyssey will be stronger overall and earlier, right? Because it's a solid cover stock. So how will that be in terms of carry? Well, I mean, in terms of ball reaction first, it basically what we expected. It's definitely strong. It wasn't more obvious than when you threw it into the heavier side of the wall down lane and it clobbers the pocket. I mean, many balls tend to deflect from the inside, on that walled house shot, right? You get pocket, but you get deflection, but not the Trident Odyssey. It reminded me actually of a trick in terms of playing house shots I used to use, where I would actually target just inside that heavy oil with a big piece that can manage the pattern and actually carry. Now Odyssey is somewhere between the Ghost and the Legacy in terms of length and downlane motion, I would say. Not quite as long and angular as the Ghost, not quite as early as the Legacy. Obviously, they're all strong balls, so this is a relatively small window. It was kind of 50-50 in terms of carry for Bryan. The shape looked great, but it's ultimately too strong for the pattern, so at times there would be that 10-pin leave, but it was in the pocket quite easily, and in a way, I would say that's a benefit. It blends pretty well, so it makes you feel like the pocket's wide open. So at the end of the day, while the Odyssey isn't the original Trident, it has its place in a strong defined slot. It may be a little too strong for this particular pattern for Bryan, but if he uses it inside in the heavy oil, there is definitely a pretty good shot there. In the track, pocket is easy, shape is predictable, and and torquey in the back half of the lane. I guess time will tell if buyers will find it complementing or cannibalizing Jackal sales.